right. Looks like the Jeep Life podcast is live.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah. Welcome to Monday night.
Tonight's Monday night. I gotta go.
No. I'm not supposed to be here.
Crap! I'm supposed to be somewhere else.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At least we know where we are this time. Because I didn't know where I was last time.
I don't even know what to say to that. I'm speechless. I have nothing for you.
A drain tank.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
More on
nothing.
that soon.
There's no neurons firing upstairs right now.
Mikey G in the house, always number one.
How about it? That guy is on it. What's up, Mike?
He is the best.
Here we are, and guess what? Nobody said it was going to be raining. It was supposed to be sunshine, but guess what? It's raining. Back to you, Dick.
Oh, I remember that.
I got back. I texted them because I get back, and here comes this big dark cloud, and I look on the radar. There's literally one blob on the radar.
One
And I'm like,
cloud,
I just
one
left
blob.
the sunniest beach
Directly to Jason.
after living through Friday, which was just a rain ball.
Yeah.
It was awful.
More on that soon.
Yeah. Mike, how you doing, buddy? Danny, welcome to the show. We're going to let some people get on here because, we've been kind of absent for a couple weeks, and we're back.
Yeah, Kim's on. Hi, Kim. Who else do we got? Danny.
Hey.
Yeah, Mike, sorry. I wish I could have hung out more with you guys, but
I got exactly zero hangout time.
Yep.
Period.
You were a busy boy.
Oh, my God.
yeah, you seriously are. You have no free time.
None.
I told him I went by like 3 times, and
That
each
is
time
a
he was tied up.
badass hat. I'm gonna have to buy me one of those.
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
completely out of them.
Never mind.
We're in. Well, last time I was down, we were. Justin and I were picking the new ones for
so
next year.
Terry's only saying that because he wants Oracle having no affiliation with me. And my shenanigans.
Not with the
No swag for you.
Monkey Butler
Yeah.
cannot be sponsored.
Did you see the video of the guy driving a rig off the beach?
Which one?
Any of them, like any one of those
the
guys.
one that the vehicle was on fire. The
no,
one.
no. There was one that was on
the
fire.
One was on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday afternoon.
It was a Jeep that was on fire.
Oh no.
TJ.
I mean like the tractor trailers when
Yeah.
they removed them from the.
Oh.
That takes some skill.
Yeah.
Like kudos. to,
pulling them from those
Yeah.
earth movers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, they weren't. This
No,
dude.
it was a
no.
full semi.
Yeah,
Oh.
on his own and made it
Oh,
out.
wow.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, to be honest with you, all that rain compacted
It
all.
passed
Oh, it
it
helped
down,
it
but
out
it
a
was
lot.
still nasty
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Like that dude
You
had
don't
it.
stop.
No.
Do not
It
stop.
would have been worse today if it hadn't rained.
Yeah.
Or yesterday. It would have been worse yesterday when everybody was leaving.
Anyway, kudos to him.
Yeah.
Well,
Welcome to the show, Steve.
I'd had that fucker buried up to the axles.
they have
Give
very
it the onion.
they have very large equipment on that beach to make sure that things get unstuck.
Oh, I'm sure they do, but they
Yes.
would have needed a lot of big equipment.
Yeah.
I would have put that right down to the bumpers in the sand.
When I was
And when it stopped moving and sank all the way, I just laid in that air horn.
Shit.
Distress call.
I need help.
Yep.
yeah, as I was pulling in on Thursday, 2 vehicles were stuck,
Yeah.
and I'm waiting. I'm like, I just went around them.
Well,
Did you have it in beach mode?
thing.
Because he had it in beach
I
mode.
did. I
Yeah.
had it in sand.
Yeah, I
mode.
think ask the owners if you can change that button. I'll change it from sand to beach mode.
I know, right? Don't even ask us. Do it.
Yeah.
What's up, Troy? How you doing?
Oh,
Yeah, that water that was pulling up was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, somebody, I think they brought the loader over and dumped
Dug it.
like 3 big loader buckets of just sand, but then they had to hand shovel that in under the tent.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jamie's on it. Like, he's got a solution for everything.
He
Yeah,
does.
we'll talk
Yeah.
about that a little bit further. How awesome he is at what he does.
Yeah.
Between him and Allison,
Yep.
Well,
I mean, they should be. It's what they do.
yeah.
What year number was this? Like 10, 11,
12.
12? Is that what it was?
I think so.
I think it's 12.
I thought last year was the 10th year, wasn't it? No,
I don't remember.
I don't know. We should know.
Don't remember.
I want to build a shirt cannon for next year out of a power tank.
They
Yeah.
have T-shirt cannons.
Yeah, but I want to build our own.
Okay.
And
Maximum distance.
yeah.
They had
maximum
duck
velocity.
launchers.
With-
I was
the-
going to say, Kyle made duck launchers at
Yeah.
Yeah. No, now
PA Albridge,
now
or was
it BA?
Sue from the club has actual duck launchers.
Oh,
Well, it's a Nerf gun thing.
called
but
a
it's
slingshot.
right.
It's a Nerf gun.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
it normally shoots tennis balls. 'cause I
shoots
have one
tennis
for the
balls
dogs.
for
Oh, yeah, yeah.
dogs.
I
No,
have one
there
for the
does.
dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, but now they are using them to shoot the ducks.
That's great. But we
and it
need
works.
we need to make a shirt cannon or something that
One where when you shoot it,
You just
you
want
don't
a
try to catch
potato
it 'cause
cannon that uses a power tank as its fuel.
Absolutely. And I'm not using the we're going with the 400 psi regulator.
I was
on
going to
that.
say, there's no backing
Absolutely.
down
Oh my
on that.
gosh.
We may even have to get some full flow into that thing.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We're talking big airline. It's going to be like a two-person.
1 inch airline into.
It's going to be like a bazooka. We're going to have to fire backwards
It's
and
going to be
forward. So
connected
it
to an
doesn't
Ingersoll
kick.
Rand with an 1.5 inch airline.
Oh my gosh. This is what if we're left to our own devices,
I
it
know.
would be dangerous.
Right. What's
You-
up, Mike?
You
Welcome to the
crack
show.
the thing open, it just detonates.
All right.
Hit that button.
You want to hit it?
Hit it.
Yeah, go ahead and share it, folks. Get
Hit the
everybody
other button.
up here. We'll
The button.
make the show happen. We'll make the show happen. Where's my button? There it is. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jeep Live podcast. We are presented proudly by Armorlight, the toughest flooring on the trail. Make sure to go visit them at goarmorlight.com and get a discount code. It's the longest running, also the longest letters in the code that we offer. It's Jeep Live Podcast 10, gets you 10% off of a complete Armorlight system. Tell them the guys at the Jeep Life Podcast sent you, and they might actually, I don't know, they may not send it to you. I don't know. But I'm Jeep and Terry.
I'm Brega Billy.
Jeep and Jason. Jetty Jason.
Don't
I'm
steal my
listening
name.
to you.
Don't steal my
I'm
name.
listening to you too much.
Oh, is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Don.
Don. You are getting nothing but a full 10 tonight.
Don's tired.
I think we're all wiped out.
We're all a little tired. We're gonna. We just got back from one of our big shows for the year.
New Jersey Jeep Invasion.
Yeah, that's right. And spending all that time. So we're gonna real quick run through our calendar, and then we're just gonna do a catch up show, and maybe some cool products, some new mods, anything we might have seen, and then we'll kind of do a quick review of the New Jersey Jeep Invasion and how that went.
Yeah.
Who wants to calendarize?
I guess it's always me.
It's always
so
It's always you.
I'm looking
next
at you. You're the
weekend,
guy.
actually, some of us are going to be heading to the PA Albridge Jeep Festival, and that's July 19th and 20th in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. And it's going to be a warm one out there, but they got the obstacle course, they have all the vendors, they have a swap meet, they have show and shine, they have a slow crawl, they have all kinds of stuff going on. They have night events going on this year as well, so make sure to check out their website. That is PA Albridge Jeep Fest out in Carlisle, PA. And that leads us into August 2nd to the 4th is Toledo Jeep Fest, and that is in Toledo, Ohio. August 22nd to the 24th is Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And I think schedules are changing.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe
So-
so. I'm going to be there for sure.
Terry will definitely be there.
Yep.
And then August 25th is the Warren Trail Ride at Wind Rock Park, and that's in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. And then September 6th to the 7th is Detroit 4 Fest and Holly Oaks ORV Park. Where's that at?
Detroit. Right
Detroit.
outside of Detroit. Yep.
Okay. And then September 21st to the 22nd is Fall New Jersey Jeep Invasion, and those tickets are selling out
Yeah.
fast. I
There's
saw
like 100 left or something.
Yeah, there is not much left, so make sure to head over and get those tickets quickly. And then October 19th is Crawlin' for Canines up at AOAA, where myself and Jason will be trail guides. I'm leading the Black-Red
Right.
group, and Jason, what are you leading?
Green Blues.
Green Blues. Advanced Greens to Blues. Heck yeah.
Awesome. That our calendar event, it's starting to wind down because, I mean, not wind down. We've still got, 7 or 8 on there. But we're knocking them out. We're knocking them down as we go.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
have an event you would like for us to highlight on the podcast, make sure to send that to info@jeeplifepodcast.com, and we'll get it on the calendar. Maybe we'll talk about it and get some people there and maybe show some support. Yeah? All right. We're going to skip everything else, and we're going to go right into the New Jersey Jeep Invasion.
Heck yeah.
So this is a show that happens on the beach in Wildwood, right in the middle of the summer. Pick the hottest days that you can possibly pick, and let's have a Jeep show on the beach.
Yes.
It is presented by Blinker Fluid Productions. It's Jamie and Allison's event production company, and man, they're awesome.
It was a great time.
It was. So I loaded in on Thursday.
Correct.
I had to get my LMTV on the beach
Yeah.
with Oracle Lighting, which we are the official lighting sponsor of the group. But I pulled up to the sand around 2 in the afternoon. Some of the other bigger rigs were already on the beach. They like to give them a little time to get on because those big rigs just sink right into the sand, especially soft sand like it was on Thursday. So they might need earth movers to move them around. I pull on the beach in that LMTV, huge military vehicle. I just hit the sand button.
Big beach button.
It's beach
And
mode,
it's
buddy.
beach mode,
it's
man.
beach
We're
mode.
relabeling it.
And it aired down all the tires to sand mode. Yeah. And then I just drove on, and there was no way that thing was going to get stuck. I went around vehicles that were stuck and getting
You
pulled
have
out.
4-wheel drive and lockers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're fine.
That
Yeah.
thing's no messing around.
No.
Yeah.
So
44-inch tall tires,
yeah.
About
44 and a half.
32 inches wide.
If it wasn't 9.5 million pounds, you'd want to wheel the hell out of that thing.
Yeah.
No, I still want to wheel the hell out of it.
Yeah, no
Still
doubt.
wants to wheel
Yes.
it.
It is 20,000 pounds with a full tank of fuel.
Rocks are
Yep.
big.
No,
Yeah.
I definitely want to do. Barney Rubble in it.
I think it would do it.
Oh, I
might
know it
clip a
would.
few trees, but that's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
It's also like
But
15 feet tall.
It's called
But
pruning.
if it couldn't, there's nothing that
That would
Dave
s-
has that's going to bring it
No.
out.
Nope.
No.
But we'll get it out. We've gotten everything
I
out
know.
so far.
Yeah.
30 years from now, it'll be like, what's the
No,
story
it would
behind
do-
that?
Worst case
It
scenario,
would
we
do
now have
nothing.
Yeah.
worst case scenario, we now have a fort in the middle of AOA that
Yeah.
we can hang out at.
Yeah, we
high
do.
class,
Yeah, we do.
high class solar powered fort.
Yep.
But it was, it was fun just driving on the beach in that thing. I've gotten quite a few miles behind the wheel of it,
Yes, you have.
and this was the most unique that I've had with it. Being
Being
able
on
to
the
just
beach. Yeah.
tool around at the beach. I literally, when I was figuring out where I was going to place it in our booth, I did like 4 laps.
After the
And you're
third
like,
one,
this is
you're
just
I'm going
cool
to
now.
circle again.
You're
Well,
just
I
playing.
kept going, how am I going to angle it? You want the best view from when people are approaching
Right.
it, right? And so flat, that wasn't the best view. So then I wheeled around and I did 45 degrees.
And you don't
want to
back it up either.
Yeah, well, I didn't mind do that because I ended up having to forward and back it a couple times because
Yeah.
somebody needed to get behind me.
Right.
And, that I think it's got 4 cameras on it.
Right.
Oh, it stitches everything
so
together. yeah.
everything's
Yeah.
together. We're good. We're
Yep.
golden.
Yep.
I don't know that I would want to back it all the way out of the beach. Like I
Right.
could do with my Jeep. I could just back it all the way out. But no, not with that. It's too much work driving it forward. I don't want to drive it back. But I set up, did a lot of stuff by myself on Thursday, and then one of the guys from our manufacturing rep company came over and helped me finish. And then I was so just overloaded with that. I went back
Yeah.
to the hotel and just crashed.
Yeah.
But Friday started.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, you guys came down, got down around 8-ish.
8. Yeah.
Yeah.
7:30.
So I left my house at 5.
Yeah,
3 a.m.
3 a.m. baby. I mean,
Yep.
when you sent me that text,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god,
Yep.
he's a
Yeah.
glutton for punishment.
3 a.m.
3 a.m.
5.
We were tired, so I just took the Alpine, and it's the anti-snooze.
it does
Womp,
cranked it up.
womp,
Yep.
womp.
I played intercept because Billy's coming down. and
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
was
share
coming
your,
down.
Share your location because I was in Brigantine.
Yeah.
And so I like watching where he's at, and I'm like, okay, I need to leave because like 15 minutes from me to the 7S exit to get
Right.
on the GSP to head down.
Right.
I think I missed you by like 5, 6, 7 minutes or
7 minutes, I
Or
think
off
it
just a
was.
little bit,
Yeah.
yeah. It was that
And
one
it,
extra
I-
thing
it was
I
just
did
how we
before
came
leaving that threw
together
me off.
too.
Yeah.
No, but I hit wild rainstorms on my
Oh,
way
yeah.
down. So it was I mean, the Jeep handles it fine.
Sure.
No
yeah, no, it was
problem.
perfectly fine because I was almost on the Atlantic City Expressway when he left his house, and he ended up getting to Wildwood only 20 minutes prior to me, after me.
Like a
I mean,
bat out of hell.
I may have put it into 4-wheel drive and just kind of cruised down the highway.
I call that intentional hydroplaning. It
It
literally, you just ran on an inch
It
of water
just
the whole way.
skis instead
Yeah.
of like
it was sort of like
it's
getting a
fine.
boat on plane. It's
Right,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
really
yeah,
more
that's-
efficient.
So accurate.
I
That
got
is good.
42 miles to the gallon. Why? Zero resistance.
I know,
got
I
it up
di-
on
I
plane.
did get like 16 and a half, 18 months.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like, where are you at? He's like, getting on the Atlantic City Expressway. I'm like, what the hell? I'm getting off of it. And I left like 2 hours prior to you.
I was like, where are you at? I was like, I'm just leaving. He was like, okay, cool. I texted him again. I was like, where are you at now? He's like, yeah.
That was funny. I'm like, what are you doing, 100? And he's like, yeah.
It wasn't 100.
That's awesome.
So you were back on. We were just getting there. We were trying to connect
Yeah.
because we had to
we
intersect all three
met
of us.
up at the Acme.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Acme.
The
The
grocery store.
Acme. Yeah, and we all got on the beach and set up the tents and
Yeah, I was supposed to set up your tent
yeah,
for you.
were supposed. It actually kind of probably worked out better
Yeah,
that you
it did.
didn't because when we got down there, it like we rearranged 4 different times and
Yeah.
figured it all out.
Well, it was funny because when Thursday, it's as I was finishing setting up and I was just beat down, in the sun and everything. It started to take it over there and it started raining and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
here's what I'm gonna do. I know Jamie told me that I needed to drop it on so that he doesn't give it away to somebody
Mhm.
else or it doesn't get
Right.
Just so I just went over literally, boom, dropped it right in the center of the.
I'm literally rolling on a beach, and he's like, oh, by the way, he sends me a text. Oh, by the way, sorry, I didn't get to set your stuff up. I was like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
you were
Oh,
a
we-
little,
we
you
were-
were
I was
a
just-
little angry
Well,
at the time.
it would not with that, but
Yeah, you weren't angry with me at that time, and
no, it was actually it's my own dysfunctional fault that I get frustrated with people really easy.
we
You were
all,
frustrated the fact that we pulled on the beach and there was 6 inches of water.
Yeah.
You were like,
I think you nailed it. Like you're right. The older we get, the more honorary we get.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I
Let's
don't
get
need
off
this
my
right
lawn.
now.
What's that?
I don't need this right now.
Yeah, but you should tear. You nailed it. Get off my
Get
lawn.
off my lawn.
Yeah.
I was saying that a lot this week, but Friday it basically rained all day.
well, yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
in the morning it kind of started, and then all of a sudden, like one of the staff workers walked over behind the tent and like talked to like 4 tents at once and was like, "Yeah, guys, so PD just told us we need to evacuate the beach."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I looked at him and I was like, "What?" And I looked at Don and I was like, "He's is he messing with us?
Yeah, you actually asked
Right.
me.
I
that.
was like, is he messing with us? And you were like, no, that face was way too straight. I was
Yeah.
like, nah, he's messing with us.
And then I saw, one of the Wildwood police
everyone was
gators
like,
go by.
get off the
Yeah.
beach,
And
off
then
the
I'm
beach,
looking
off
at
the
the
beach.
radar, and I'm like, looking at the sky.
So the
I'm like,
three of us
all
are
right.
staring at each other. We're like, now what?
Because we had just literally,
Yes.
for the
Just
listeners,
set
for the listeners,
everything up.
we need to
Yeah.
paint the picture here. Everything we just said, that nothing was set up. We got there. We went through 4 configurations of, we knew it was going to rain. It was obvious it was going to just piss on us all day. So we're messing around. What vehicles in, out, what our deal is. We got it all done. And then cut to Billy's story about, hey guys, we're going to have to
It's-
evac everybody. You got to pull down your tents and we're
Pa-
wait,
pack
what,
up
what,
anything
what?
that's
We
like
just did all
movable.
of that. We just did everything
Yeah.
already.
Like,
Yeah.
what the
When are we going to get back? We don't know. We have no idea.
My only saving grace is I hadn't actually raised the tents yet. I still had them down for the night
Yeah.
before
Right.
because I was doing all the other stuff to get
right,
ready.
right.
And so we still had like 20 minutes before
The tents
Jeeps
went-
are going to be
yeah.
allowed on the beach. And Jim from Bleecker Fluid come by and goes, "Hey man, just let you know, PD wants us off the beach now."
Hmm.
And as literally as it was almost like a TV scripted thing, as soon as he said that, the biggest clap of thunder happened, and I actually saw the
Yeah.
flash of light over the towers behind us, and I was like, oh, all right, well, now I get it. I don't want to be standing on the beach
Yeah.
when that.
So we were joking around. We were like, let's go to Terry's
I'm
storm
like, we're gonna
shelter.
bunker- we're gonna
Yeah.
shelter
We're gonna go
on
yell on TV.
I'm sheltering in place.
Yeah, right.
You should have. I don't think by that time I don't think I locked up the back
Yeah.
of it to leave the beach. I just
Yeah.
left the beach. And
Plausible deniability. If you
Yep.
can't see me, I've left.
That's
I mean,
right.
realistically,
That's
I was just like,
Well, I was like,
we'll
what kind
just
of?
sit in the vehicle. We're fine.
I was like, what kind of winds it would take to turn that on its side? That's not going to happen in
No.
this storm. Let's
No.
go sit in
No.
the
If
LMTV.
anything, we're
fine.
going to drive it around in this storm.
Yeah.
even worse. So yeah, by that time
And-
I was already soaked from setting up
Yes.
in the first
I
rain
bet.
that came through. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm just going to go back
Yeah,
to
you
my
jetted,
hotel.
didn't you? You went back to the
I
hotel.
went to the hotel. I got
Changed.
everything off, and I just stood in front of the air conditioner, bug naked. It's like, bring it, baby.
Air
That's a
dry.
sight to behold.
Air dry.
Oh, thank God we didn't stay with Terry.
And then right as I'm getting completely dry and cooled down, I get the message, "Hey, we're going to head back on the beach."
Yeah.
And
So we got to the parking lot. We're just sitting in the parking
it's
lot,
like
and we're like,
Birds chirping and nothing
Yeah.
really going on.
No, it went right over to Bay, like
Yep.
right behind.
Yeah,
it
we
was inland.
we kind of just killed
Yeah.
basically an hour just
Yeah.
hanging out.
and then we drove back over to the entrance and
Our
sat
timing
there.
was
and-
good because they basically
Yeah, we waited for 10, 15 minutes,
And then we went back, and they let us right back on.
right.
And
Yeah.
then they got one of the coolest pictures of the weekend. You two guys. Well, we
Coming-
were all there.
Yeah,
but-
coming
yeah.
back onto the
Yep,
beach.
Yep, that was a cool picture.
So
That was Rotundo, right? Yeah.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
doing
Mhm. He did a hell of a good job too. He's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's good
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, he is.
So it rained all day, but we got everything set up. I had 4, 5 demo vehicles and the LMTV on. So it was great. I didn't realize that 3 of the 4 vehicles that I put on were all women drivers.
Huh.
And I didn't realize that literally until Sunday, and I was like, yeah, how about that?
Huh.
And I think it's really cool that that's
Yeah.
the case. It wasn't my intent. That just literally is what happened.
How it worked out.
We have some cool women wheelers in our area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're some legitimate women wheelers.
Yeah, and I have to thank them here on the air because they did me a solid. Heather with Clever Girl on 40s.
42s. isn't it?
42s.
42s, that's
Yeah.
right. They're 42s. A
42s
two-door on
at Dana
42s.
30s front
Yeah.
and rear.
Right. Yeah, that thing is beast mode.
Yeah.
It truly is a 2-door. I mean, it looks awesome, but my brain cannot comprehend that
It's
much
tall.
tire
Yeah.
with a 2-door.
2-door, yeah.
Yeah,
It's tall.
it's tall.
Yeah.
Then I had Aaron with Sarge, and it was a really classy well built Sarge green JL.
That's a darker green, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Cool
real
looking
nice. And
color.
a lot of the accents that she has, like the Oracle tail lights,
Yep.
are paint matched. So everything kind of, it's all green. It's really 2 colors, and it's
Yep.
nicely done. And then Ashley with Envy My Jeep was there. Her black purple show Jeep, and that Jeep is strictly a show Jeep. That's what she's built it for. Her daily driver's a 392,
Oh.
and and her husband
All
drives
right
a
then.
Gladiator for work. I mean,
Yeah.
it's theirs, but they own their own business.
Huh.
But yeah, so they're Jeep people, but that Jeep is strictly for show.
That's cool.
And kudos to her for being in the top 25 at the Show and Shine. She's won a lot of shows around with it, and it's decked out with lights.
Cool.
So my thanks to those guys for coming out and they're all sponsored by Oracle Lighting, but they did just above and beyond more than I
Yeah.
wanted as a booth vehicle. They hung out and answered questions about their builds, and just it was cool to have, if nothing more, people around, so that I didn't feel like I was on an island to myself.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Normally it's us
Yeah,
together,
absolutely.
right?
Normally that
Mhm.
was it was something odd this year that
It-
we
it
weren't
was.
all together.
And then I could far away see hints of you guys, and every once in a while you guys come up to the booth, and that was awesome.
Yeah,
But
you didn't come to our booth.
I didn't leave my booth.
He was chained
I
to the
literally-
LMTV.
I couldn't get out.
I went by.
anywhere.
I told Terry. I went by like no less than 3 times, just on my little wander treks and stuff, just to see if he needed anything, whatever. He was buried talking. Three groups of customers deep,
Yeah.
visitors
Oh
deep,
yeah.
just engaged in looking at the displays and everything else. And I'm like, oh man, you are just slammed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was great. I had a great
Makes
time.
the day move.
It does. So I mean, other than Friday with all the rain, but it does help when we're busy, when I'm talking to
Yeah.
people, doing sales and
Next
all that
thing
stuff.
you know, it's
Yep.
like, oh, it's 3 o'clock. Oh, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's 5 o'clock.
So
It was. We wasted no time getting out of there. It was like 4:59, and we
Yeah.
were sitting in the Jeeps.
We were.
so
'Cause
tell
so many people
since I
kinda
didn't get over,
hooked up.
you guys all were stationed and working for Tread Lightly. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love that organization, right? Ish.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So it was a great weekend. We were hanging out in the Tread Lightly booth. I had my Jeep in there. Jason had his Jeep in there. We were telling people all about, proper trail usage and explaining the proper, the ethics of, being out on the trails and conveying to them how they can get involved in, cleanups and giving back to the off-roading community. So that's kind of what our purpose was there. So, no, it was good. And then we went over to
Did,
Diamond Beach Club
Yep. Where we did
to
Oh right, yeah,
the,
yeah,
did the
yeah.
fundraiser.
Yep, the fundraiser for Tread Lightly, which was a good time. And
Literally took Billy 10 minutes to take the mic from the DJ and take the party over.
yeah, I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
And he killed it as usual.
As usual, right?
Terry, it's like it was another one of those.
I'm
Is
walking.
that Billy on the
Yeah.
PA?
we're throwing skee ball.
no, it was like, yeah. So, hey guys, we are here from Tread Lightly, and the
That's
same
awesome.
old normal.
That's awesome.
For sure. And then the impromptu
Gave away some stuff, and then
at the booth we had the impromptu. We put the trash in the front and stuff.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
was-
yeah,
oh, yeah,
yeah.
we
That
put
was
trash in.
slick. That was a good idea.
it was. It brought some people in. Some people
They're
were
like,
like,
"Why
"Oh,
do we
what's
have
with the
this big
trash?"
pile of
And I'm
trash
like,
in a
Picked
trash
up a
bag next
goddamn
to it.
thing though. Everybody came
Nobody.
over to look at
I was
it.
surprised that nobody picked anything up.
Wow, because it did look like we staged
should have been-
They
it
probably
sh-
thought we wanted it there.
Yeah.
It,
which-
Wow.
it should have been kind of a cheap gimmick where it's like the first person to pick something up and put it in the trash.
Got
was
a
like, you just
dollar.
won the free membership for a year.
Yep, you get $1.
Love it.
You get
Love
you
it.
get 50 cents. Here you go.
And we had
Um,
our track out back.
Yeah,
had
we
had
had-
we created Sands Off Road Park.
Yeah, I had a fun little RC
Nice.
car that I was, ripping around, and it was just something fun to have.
Yep.
Because I'm a child and I need RC
When it
rock
started
crawler.
pouring.
The
And you're
man
like-
is rock crawling even when he can't rock crawl.
But we did have an official rock.
There
Oh,
was
we
a
did
rock.
find one.
There was a
That's
rock
right.
in the sand.
We made that an outcrop,
Yeah.
like with an
undercut. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Built
Yeah, I
some
mean,
mounds
You had
and
to get
piles
tire
and-
in the right place. I
Yeah.
mean, we were
That
spotting
ended up
each other.
like, yeah, we really were videotaping it like we're.
We were children.
Yes, we were.
It made the rainy moments where everything cleared out and
Yeah.
everyone's
The
hunkered
best
down.
part
under the
was
easy
I don't
looks.
know, how many of our listeners remember this, but we all had those little barrels filled with juice, and we're drinking those
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, I
Lots of
should have brought. I
jugs.
should have.
Yeah.
I should have brought a
Lots
case
of
of
jugs.
Hugs.
Yeah.
Hugs and jugs. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, in untypical Jeep Life podcast fashion, I'm going to bring you live news right now. SB 288 was signed into law today, which means it is in 60 days it will be legal to drive with your doors off in Pennsylvania.
It'd be great if my
Awesome.
Jeep ran.
It would be.
You just have to get it back together. Dude.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
sitting on the lift now since
He,
like
he has
March.
4 less things to put on it.
So that's
Doors.
Good point. Good point.
Michael kind of alerted me to that, and I saw it on Facebook about 20 minutes ago. So
All we need now is
Wow.
to not have a problem with chopped bumpers and
right,
No, there's there's nothing you can have as
It's-
long as they're not wider.
what's that?
yeah.
As
Those
long as
are
they're
not
not
wider.
wider than the factory bumper.
Oh, I meant to say fenders.
Oh,
When you
fenders,
chop back
Yeah.
and you
right,
got the
right.
tires out.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
People
actually.
get touchy about that.
Here's the thing. I actually indoors. I get it, but like fenders, you kind of need them.
They are important.
Yeah, or
They're
all
designed
this-
to block
Yes.
shit from flying road
And
debris.
hitting
hitting,
other
hitting
people's-
your vehicle or the vehicle behind,
you.
right?
Yes, yep. And those big tires that we have, man, they'll throw boulders.
They
Uh,
throw
they will.
rocks and shit.
They
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
But kudos to the House and Senate in the state of Pennsylvania and the governor
Sweet.
for signing that today.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
governor, he's a good guy.
Yeah, we build. We don't.
Must be a Jeeper.
I
He is
think
not.
no.
He's not.
It's like a
Several,
Mercedes, maybe BMW.
but several of
drives a
the people
Bronco.
in the House and Senate are Jeepers.
Yep.
But they've been working on this for a long time because we're the only state in the country that.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, it's the last one.
Last
You know,
state.
Delaware was the first state. We're the last one.
Pardon my French, but fucking PA.
Yeah, no
Jesus.
doubt, dude. No doubt. No
You got to
doubt.
buy your liquor at the PLCB.
Only PA.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
We're
Friday
very
was
progressive.
just purely a rain day.
It was a
Correct.
rain day.
And then Saturday,
Turned
Got-
out
the forecast called for Saturday to be just
Another
like
bummer.
Friday.
Yeah.
And so my interpretation is it took an hour and a half for people to get to us because they were delaying themselves in the
Yes.
morning.
Yeah,
getting-
nobody was
moving
racing
slow.
on in the
No.
morning. Everybody was anticipating
everybody slept
delays.
in.
Yep.
They didn't set the alarm clocks.
Yeah. So Saturday was great, and then you guys had your party
Yep.
at the Tread Lightly
Mhm.
party. While you guys were doing that, I was setting up my party,
Yep.
the Oracle Lighting light party at Cold something Brewing.
Cold Spring.
Spring
Cold Spring
Brewery.
Brewery.
That's it. That's it. And you know, I went to the Tread Lightly thing last year.
Yep.
And it was great. You know, it's always the best cause.
Yeah.
You know, out there. You know, parking on the beach there is cool.
That
The-
was it was a little different that we were able to park on the beach this year.
Yeah, but getting
You
there.
mean at Diamond? No, I
Yeah.
think they did that last
It did
year.
it last
too.
year.
Oh,
yeah.
did they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
but it's so weird because it's that one alley.
It's not
And
an alley. It's a footpath.
It's a footpath,
Yeah.
right, right,
Yeah,
right.
and you're driving up. So the best part is when you're leaving and there's people
You drive
walking
down
in, you're
somebody's
like, oh,
sidewalk.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
That's
really.
exactly
Yeah.
what it is. And when getting there, especially like last year, I got there because I was working at the event and I had to get over there. I was meeting people as they were leaving
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yep.
And so
yep.
at one point I got like 3/4 of the way through, and this Jeep
Yeah,
coming
it's
through.
like-
yeah.
And so then I have to back up the alley.
Terry,
Yeah.
it's like Trail 12.
Yeah,
Very
it
much.
really
It's
is.
Trail 12
You're
it's
right.
Trail
Oh, yeah.
12 all
They
over
they
again.
kind of frowned upon you backing up their rock wall. And
Yeah,
putting
they were
it
really.
on the
They
side.
definitely would have.
So, and it was funny because like as we start to pull onto the walkway, you like the yellow brick road to go back there.
Yeah, yeah.
The text messages start going. From these guys, this really seems sketchy. It's like,
It does. And,
yeah.
last year there was one dude out there that was kind of saying, "All right, you can come in now. Hold up here. You can come in." But he
Well, they had the bathroom master.
yeah,
they
right.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still a good beach. That facility's kind of nice. I think
It's
it's a
beautiful.
private
It is,
facility
yes,
that
yeah.
that
I think
they
it
lease
belongs
out.
to Wildwood Crest down there. Like that was.
It's its own like entity down there.
Yeah,
It's not even Wildwood
It's a-
Crest.
it's
No,
a
no,
beach
no,
club,
but-
isn't
but I
it?
think
It's a beach
it's-
club.
Isn't it part
It's a Jersey
of
beach
that
club.
development there? Don't
Yeah,
you have
it
to
is
live
part
in
of
that
the
area or
development,
something
yeah.
like that?
But it is Diamond Beach. It is
Yeah,
not.
right, correct. It's not.
That's what it
It's
says on
not
the
Wildwood.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's its own separate little town.
Yeah,
Yep.
and so cool. I mean, it really was a cool venue, and all the bartenders last year were super friendly.
Yeah.
It was good. I wish I could have made it this year, but
Oh,
there,
well.
there was no way.
We had a seagull incident.
Did
Yeah.
you?
We did
Stole-
have a swoop
stole
attack.
a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
It-
A whole-
it
a whole
dive
slice?
bombed.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think it was more
I think
like
it was
some crust.
crust.
but
Was
that
still,
what it was? I
It
don't
It was
remember.
waited
crust.
until it knew that it could abscond with
But
the
it
crust,
dive
and
bombed the
it-
shit out of them.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, it was the guys over at Globex, Michael. There was a goal that had got stuck in a trash bag,
Oh.
and so he was trying to get it out.
Serve that damn
And
goal
as soon
right.
as it got out, like hundreds of gulls just started coming in and
God.
surrounding him, and it looked. I mean, of course, he's so crazy. I it's such a good dude, but he was so crazy. He was probably egging them on, like little pieces of breadcrumbs that he would attach to his body.
That's
to let it go, and they literally would just coming at him.
That's
Well,
too
that's what
funny.
I told Scott. I'm like, I signed up 23 volunteer seagulls for cleanup. Like
For
they
trail
leave
cleanup.
nothing left.
Dude,
no.
Tread lightly will take anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody
really
that-
will.
No joke.
They
Not
do.
wrong.
Yeah,
They
we
really
signed
do.
up 3 people and 300 seagulls.
Mine.
Mine.
Where do you have to sign? Mine. Right there. Mine.
And what's funny is they pull out the $10 registration fee right on the spot.
Yeah,
Th-
mine.
Those seagulls are
There you
loaded.
go.
Yeah, about
They're
it.
like, here's a $10 bill. I thought
Gold
it was a ham
coin.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got doubloon that they
Yep.
pulled out from the bottom of
Yep.
the ocean. So then I didn't make it there because I was off setting up on mine. And
Scott Bellert. We watched him dive bomb this is the best part, and I quote, brand new grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, those things are vicious. I was telling the story at dinner that my daughter once was sitting there at the beach, and not just like, just minding her own business, sitting there like this, turns her head to talk to one of us, and seagull comes down and whacks half of a tuna fish sandwich right out of her hand.
Yeah.
oh my God.
This wham,
Yeah.
gone. And I'm like,
they're-
oh my
they're
God.
mean.
They come in sideways too.
Oh, they know how to.
Yeah.
They
They can
come
fly.
They're snaky.
They are.
Sneaky bitches.
So
So I
it's
get
like
there.
life or death for them. Really, like they need something to survive.
Yeah. Yeah, so I get over and I get there early, and I'm looking around. I'm like, these parking lots are huge. I've
Famous
got
last words.
I'm not going to fill these. And so I in my brain, I talked to the manager there at the brewery, and kind of get the lay of the land. And I'm like, what would Allison and Jamie do? Because they weren't there yet. They hadn't made it over from your party, and Allison hadn't made it over off of the beach because she was playing police cop, which she's perfect at. So I kind of set us up, and then what I didn't plan on was having to park a million Jeeps. And you guys were coming over to help and park for us. Jim got there, and he went direct into
He got up front.
leader mode.
Yeah.
That's what
Yep.
he's good at.
Yep.
And so we started parking, and then we look up, and the line of Jeeps is just
It was
Down the
a
road.
block.
in both
Easy.
directions.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yep.
So we're pulling them in, and we're trying to scrape by any space that we can.
Yeah.
We
We're
got-
literally out scouting for places.
Yeah,
to
I
park.
went. I
Yes.
did like
Yeah.
3 loops, and
Yep.
I'm like, okay, I got two
Yeah.
2-door spots, 3.
Yeah.
and literally we're doing it by size too.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
I'm
you
like,
had a
I could put
2-door,
this
I could put
Renegade
this
over
in-
here.
It's
Put
how
the Renegade
deep-
over here.
Yeah, how
We can
much
fit him in.
depth in a spot you had and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So I appreciate you guys for coming out.
Yeah, and then the part we didn't tell you was I started asking people to leave because we didn't have enough spots.
I'm like,
You're too
sorry.
long.
It's
Get
like
out.
30-minute limit.
Sorry.
you got no lights on. You're
Yep.
out.
But
then
that was actually a big thing because when it got started,
Yeah.
it like a handful of everybody funneled in, and then there was like, I don't know if you perceived it because you were also engaging a lot of people. It was
Yeah,
your
yeah.
event,
Yeah.
you know. But I kind of perceived there was a little bit of a lull, and I'm like, oh, is this like it's kind of calmed down? Like these are the
Yeah.
people that are coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then next thing you knew, then that was the jump to the like. Next thing you knew, you looked up.
It
and
was like
just
everybody
right down
got
the
done
road.
with dinner.
yeah,
Yes.
It was
it.
like, oh, we're going to be fashionably late, and I'll show up exactly.
At
At this time.
8:45.
Yep, yep,
and
yep.
boom, it was just rapid fire
Yep.
after that.
Yep.
And it was like, ooh, we should have parked these way closer.
And we were asking people to move out of the way so we could park in.
We
Yeah.
park
Yeah.
way closer.
Yeah.
Half of them were stacked.
I know,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That is-
some
yeah.
of them couldn't get any closer.
Yeah.
yeah, what do we have? That 5-stack that was going on there. 4-stack.
We were four. We were
4-stack.
Four
Yeah.
stack. Yeah.
But it was great. You know, we gave out a trophy for the best lights.
That's cool.
And some guy from
Why
from-
did Eric's Jeep not win that?
It didn't have
for
any
a
lights
reason.
on.
For a reason.
No, they were on. I was told to turn them off.
Yeah, yeah, because they smelled. Is what they.
That's
those
because
li-
they were
those light-
burning flesh.
Those lights smelled.
They were. They burned your soul.
Yeah, dude, you can see right through somebody's
Yeah.
soul with this.
Somebody
Well,
walked by. I think they got it.
It's funny because I
Yeah.
turned on my bright lights.
Yeah.
And I walked in front of I was doing something else, and I turned around, and as I was turning around, they just blinded me, and I was like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So I went and turned
Well,
those-
yeah, people
I
were
turned
literally
those
like
off.
running from the light pattern.
right. So the guy that won didn't have any Oracle product, and I told him, open up your wallet. You're going to start buying.
Yeah.
But he was from somewhere in New York. Great guy, just super nice. He's the guy that had the coolers on top and
Okay.
all kinds of light. He said he spent 3 months programming all the lights and
Wow.
everything. So they looked great.
That's
And
a lot.
I let the two of the sponsored girls pick,
Okay.
and they got down to 2.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, let's go walk and
Right.
see everything. And then I don't want to know who you pick. I will pick. And when it was the same person.
Gotcha.
So
That's cool.
I didn't, my vote didn't really count, but it kind of set things, kind of bumped the needle
Right.
a little bit. Right. But it was a good show. It was, I was blown away. It was around 250 Jeeps there, I think.
Yeah.
It was, wow, way more than I hoped. I gave Mardi Gras beads.
Yeah,
they
that
glue
like
it
lit up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was brilliant Oracle
Yeah.
marketing there.
Yeah.
I came up with that idea, by the way. Just let everybody know. That's how brilliant it was.
I did it.
That's my idea.
Yeah.
But I had planned. I think I had 120 there
Yeah.
because I had thought maybe 70 Jeeps.
Two per.
Two
Two per
roughly
Jeep.
1.75 per
Yeah.
per Jeep, right? And no, I ran out
Real
pretty
quick, yeah.
pretty quick.
I bet you did.
And I hate that, but it
Oh,
is
well.
what it is.
That's how it goes.
Don wants the set that you turn on and it blinds everybody. Like,
What? The,
so then you
The Mardi Gras
it's like
beads.
the Eric
oh no, I
version.
want I want it to like sear people's heads off.
Yeah, right.
with lasers. I want to give a shout out. I got to hang out with another couple people that I really enjoy spending time with. Like Brendan, I really just started
Yeah.
talking to a little bit ago.
He's a good dude.
Great, he's a great dude.
Yeah.
And so everybody needs to tell him he can't sell his Jeep. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's trying to get rid of it. Nobody buy Brendan's
Well,
Jeep.
no. So hold on. I talked to him today. He's not looking to. He's looking to get something else.
All right, as long as he's staying.
He's staying in it.
Yeah.
He just.
And his girlfriend Kate is awesome, and Rich
Oh,
Rich
yeah.
Harris is a good
Yeah.
dude. So shout out to you guys. I had a good time hanging
They
out.
are good people.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Great people.
Yep, yep.
But yeah, it was a good time, and it kind of organically just dissipated.
I had my Oracle lights on.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
had my rock lights on.
Nice. How about you, Jason? Did you have yours on?
I did.
Did you?
Right next to Billy.
Perfect. That's awesome.
I installed some other lights, but I wasn't allowed to turn them on because they're dumb bright as well.
Oh yeah, because he had a particular internal light bar apparatus, but
Yeah.
it only operates in blind me in white or
Yes.
blind me in amber.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does
It
not
does.
have that.
Blind me and Amber blind. You choose.
You
I
choose
was-
blind or
which part of your
blind
vision
either
would you
way.
like to be blinded in?
Yeah.
But
But it's awesome light bar.
I almost brought a set of lights and just put them on Eric's Jeep without him knowing.
That would have been kind of funny, but
Yeah.
I was
Plug 'em in.
responsible for it.
Yeah,
so.
but not have a a turn off switch. It just
Yeah.
Just
they're always
every
on.
time you turn the key on,
Yeah,
they on.
they're
yeah,
on.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
actually, they just don't turn
Yeah.
off. Like,
Yep.
Uh,
I kind of. So Brendan walks up to me. He's like, "You want a stack?" And I'm like, "Not my Jeep." And he's like, "Come on." I'm like, "All right."
Okay.
it literally you have zero self will.
you're like, well, this Jeep's been rolled.
It's like,
This
wait,
can't be
what
bad.
buttons do I have to push to
Oh
disconnect?
no! I knew right away. I was like, I really shouldn't. Okay.
Click.
Click, click, click.
Done. Here we go.
That's awesome. But no, it was good, and our thanks to Blinker Fluid for assisting us with that,
Yeah.
and Jamie
Yeah.
and Allison are just wonderful. I can't say enough good things about them.
Well, it's like
Um,
we said, they have a solution for everything.
Everything.
So
Yeah.
he said you can do it with the taillights.
All right.
That's great.
Preferably those don't
That's
blind
right.
anybody
That's
when they're
perfect.
enabled.
That's perfect.
Awesome.
But then we also had a food truck there, and then the
Yeah.
winery or brewery was great. Had some decent beers. So
Had some decent beers, yeah.
I wouldn't know from experience because I literally never made it out of the parking
Yep.
lot. But it was great. Everybody had a good time. Not one person got like unruly. Allison has this sixth sense that she would literally be standing in front of the Jeep that was going to turn on their radio.
Yeah.
And the instant it turned on, she would just turn and go, arms up and what the hell you think you're doing kind of mode, and it turned it
Yeah.
right back down.
Yeah.
And
Well, with that, we met a new friend, Synergy Matt, maybe.
Oh yeah.
oh
We'll just
yeah,
go with
yeah,
that.
right.
And I don't know what is in the back of his Jeep, but like,
Three 12s.
is that what it was?
Yeah.
It
Three
Jesus.
free air 12. I think they're free air
God.
12s or ported 12s.
Dude, that thing,
Properly
it
amplified.
thumps.
it howled.
Yeah.
And
I
he
mean,
had
good
no
for
restraint.
him,
Yeah,
but,
it's not
like-
our thing, and he had no restraint for it. Like that
No.
thing. I
Right,
don't know
yeah.
how many times he was told to turn it off during.
Well,
20
he was
minutes.
a couple spots down from us
Yeah.
on site, and
It was 50 feet down, and you could easily
we would
feel
hear
it.
him pull
Yeah.
into Wildwood from our hotel.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It was I mean, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
impressive.
Beautiful wrap on it.
Yeah.
It's not my thing, but it was.
No,
he
not
put the
our
time-
thing. I
he-
wouldn't drive it, but it's cool.
No, he put his time. He put the time in and the work in.
Yeah.
And it was. That is a badass beach rig.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I thought Saturday went great for everybody. Our sales were better than Friday, so that's
Yeah.
all that I care about, right?
Yeah.
And then Sunday,
It was the nicest day.
it was the nicest day. It was it was perfectly beautiful. But I can't believe the amount of water
I know.
that stays on the beach.
It does. It really doesn't soak in or
No.
absorb.
well, it dried up where
It
we were because
dries
of the
up a lot.
elevation.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The
Yep.
elevation of the drive-on area, it's like a
Yeah.
lull because I see this on my beach too. So
It,
it's a very
like-
deep beach, so it comes up off the ocean, then that drive
yeah.
area is a little bit lower,
Yeah.
and of course packed because everyone's driving on it, and then the vendor area, which seemed to be a little bit more elevated,
Yeah.
that dried out
Quick.
with the exception of a few unfortunate
Yeah.
Booths,
compatriots.
But
Yeah.
you know what? It kind of worked out. It was unique. It's
It worked
different
out.
driving.
People will
through.
be talking about it, and,
Yeah.
and that's just it. Jeeps kind of got to be Jeeps
Yes.
going through the
Yep.
water, right? So
Yeah.
great pictures
Yes.
that were from
Yup.
Jeeps
People. Yep.
in the water, and I'm going in the first day. Before I gave you my Jeep, I cleaned my Jeep up. It looked great.
Yeah, he even had a
It-
full tank of gas because I was
Wow.
like $20 as it's out of gas.
Well, normally it would be, but,
Usually
but
it is.
Oracle was paying for that tank.
I gotcha.
But yeah, I cleaned it up, and by the time it got on the beach, each day it just kept getting thicker with sand
Oh,
on the
yeah,
outside. I was
absolutely.
like, oh, but you know what? normally I'm stressed out about that one that looked good in the show, and I'm like, no, it's a Jeep. We got to use it as a
everybody's stuff,
Jeep,
yeah.
right, to get on the beach and
Yeah.
everything. So that was killer.
Everybody's stuff was
Yeah.
dirty.
Yeah.
Cody.
I can't. Where the hell did I pick your Jeep up at? I can't even remember that. I'm so
I gave
tired.
it to you
At the
your
shop.
at your work
Oh, okay.
when I picked
Oh,
up.
too much brake clean, Don. Too much brake clean.
Yep.
But it was good to actually, as my Jeep has a pipes exhaust, and I know that exhaust. Anytime you were driving it or coming in, I knew that exhaust, and I know Eric's Jeep because
the
I've
AWE.
driven his
Yeah, yeah.
AWE a lot.
Yep.
So those two, everything else come on, I wouldn't even notice. But like as soon as it got in the nearby area, my ears just perked
You're like,
up.
"Oop."
and whoop,
Yeah.
There's my Jeep. Oh, whoop, there's Eric's Jeep.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Pretty-
had something really cool. I had my little sister bring her
Oh,
Jeep
yeah, that was
down.
awesome.
Yeah.
So the
She's
li-
such a great kid.
yeah,
man.
she is. So
She
the
is.
little sister, which is the LJ, was able to come down to Wildwood. It was a trailer princess.
Yeah,
They
right.
trailered it down, but yeah. So they got it down there, and she drove it all over down there.
She did the course.
Yep, she drove it on the
She
beach
did it twice,
both
right?
days. Yeah, she
Yeah.
drove on the beach both days, and she did the obstacle course both days.
That's awesome. How did it do?
Got stuck twice on the first time, and got stuck once the second time.
But she wasn't aired down though.
Well, it wasn't even that it was aired down. It's like it ran out of suspension. It was like fully flexed
was it
out.
really?
There was like a whoop section.
Oh,
that
there was
was
some good
cut
whoops,
in.
and she didn't,
Well, she doesn't have
lack
the
of
seat time yet.
experience.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, lack of
Yeah.
experience. She didn't know that she needed to be like a little bit more right,
Yep.
and it would have handled it a little bit
Go
better.
right, cut left,
Yup.
get up.
Yeah. So no, it did great. It went into 4 low, perfect. It worked awesome. So
Good.
no, it was really good. It's a unicorn, obviously, because people were like, "Oh my God, that thing is so cool!"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like it was a little 16-year-old girl driving it, and so she got a lot of attention. She
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah, yeah.
She got a bunch of ducks. She got the banner for Jeep Enthusiasts of Eastern
Oh,
Pennsylvania.
cool. Right. Yeah.
So it's all pink, and she's gonna put that on.
That's
nice.
cool.
Nice.
So, and I'm working on some other stuff for her. So it's really good.
Well, for that show, an LJ is a unicorn,
Yes.
right? It's JKJL JT Central, right? And
Yeah.
to have an LJ, especially one that looks as good as that one does, because you spent a lot of time on
Yeah.
A ton.
It she was like, it was so clean, and then it got down here. And I'm
right.
like, yeah,
She'll be finding a sand
yeah,
8 months from now.
absolutely. Well, it has Armor Light in it, so it should clean up pretty quick.
It will, but you can't get rid of all the sand.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Well, good for her. It was fun because you and your mom came around.
Yeah, we stopped by. See ya.
and saw it, and your mom was literally glowing.
Yeah,
She was so proud and
She was
excited
so
about
happy
it. It was
that
fun.
we were down there and
Yeah.
everything of the sort. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys have history down there.
Oh yeah,
So-
lots of it.
Yeah, that was cool. Good to see. Did anybody see any new products or
I got
something
one.
that blew their mind?
I got one.
All right, go for it.
So I went over and spent some time with the Alpine guys, and
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
geeked out.
Yeah.
Love those guys. Love the product.
Yeah.
Colin and
But-
Roy are
Yeah,
just
Colin and Roy are awesome.
Yeah, they're-
and they're fun too. You
Yep,
know, it's like,
yep.
but
Yeah.
wealth of knowledge. But anyway, Alpine has a new signal processor. So let's say
Oh,
you
DSP,
don't want
yeah.
let's say you don't want to change out your head unit, but you want better sound, right?
Yep.
So this thing tees into the harness.
Yep.
And then the cool part is links up to your phone Bluetooth, and it actually scans the interior of the car.
Yeah.
You literally
Yeah.
take your phone and you go up and down
Yeah.
across the car, and it'll change phasing, whatever it needs
Yep.
to do, in order to get you better sound. I
Damn
think
it.
they are the
Damn
only
it.
company
Yeah.
that has that.
Yeah.
It is freaking
They're
awesome.
doing some really awesome stuff.
Yes. That's why I like Alpine.
Yeah.
Sure. Can I go get a set of Scar subs and they'll probably beat the roof in harder than
Yeah.
maybe
It's
not.
not-
Alpine has some good stuff.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Alpine has like their sound is so good. It's
so
so
good.
innovative.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, yours on the way down, like
Yeah.
it's just it's amazing.
I mean, we talk about that all the time, and
Everything else in your Jeep is falling apart.
it-
Audio is like
Just turn.
Dude,
That's why he turns the
Yes.
radio
That's
up.
right,
man.
so I don't-
Lights and the radio. Those are the only two things.
all
that
our
work.
Jeeps are getting to be junk, but
Yeah.
like Terry's at least the audio system is
It's-
stellar.
Yes.
that's the only thing holding that thing together is the
Yeah.
audio wires to
Yeah,
the speakers.
right.
They're all
but
in tension.
Yes.
Roy and Colin and I have talked a lot about that, and we've talked about it on the show. That I don't think of Alpine as being the loudest
No.
No.
system out
No.
there.
No.
I don't
But they
have
don't
a
need to
problem with
be.
my volume at all.
Oh, yours
my-
jams. I mean, it's loud.
but I want clarity. I want
Yes.
to be able to hear.
Yes.
I want to be able to hear the hi hat
Yeah.
in the Police song.
Yeah.
I want to be able to hear as a classically trained musician. I want to be able to hear all the instruments in the orchestra.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to hear when John Mayer scrapes his fingers across the strings. I want to hear that. So their quality, and I actually would like to add a DSP to mine, so
Yep.
that I can
Do that.
even
yeah.
more fine tune it, but also be able to
Well,
get a little more of
I'm
that.
ordering a sub, so I got a new amp, got a new Alpine amp.
Yeah, oh, nice. Yep.
I got one of their subwoofers, but I went
Mhm.
down and talked to them and order. I just went down and was like, "Hey, Roy, I want a sub that's going to make my head hurt and pointed me in the right direction." So we're good.
Right. All right. So that's cool. And Roy brought I think his daughter's big ass rubber duck.
Yep.
Forgot a Jeep at home, but
Forgot
brought a duck.
Jeep, but brought a
The
duck.
What else did we see?
No, I mean Alpine once again. They had their marine grade like pods that I'm still
Oh,
so
yeah, you've been-
interested in, and
yeah.
I need to finally just pull the trigger and get them. And
Yeah.
so, but they have some new cooler stuff that they're pairing it all with, and amps and receivers, and
Yeah.
so I'm gonna hook the buggy up with like 4 marine grade speakers and just blow my head out on the trail.
I
Just
love that.
4 of them into
I
my
love-
ears. I can't wait.
I love that. The only other I did get over to say hey to my friends at Liquid Iron.
Yeah.
They do just amazing work.
Yeah.
They're good people, and they came out to the show, the light party, and
Mhm.
and hung out. Tim parked over in the corner, and he's just a cool dude, and the whole team there is very, very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So it not necessarily new product, but they do a lot of stuff on their own. They've got some manufacturing
Yeah.
stuff that they do as well. Just very knowledgeable in the off-road industry.
Actually, another shop that we were sitting close to had a gorgeous 392. My hat, Off-Road Elements.
Mm.
Yep. Yep.
They're about 20 minutes
Yep.
south of Boston. So if you're looking for some high custom work, high quality work, they're a good
Absolutely,
shop.
yeah.
They also sell parts and whatever they need. Reach out to Ricky. And so Off-Road Elements, and they are actually a certified shop from America's Most Wanted
Yep.
to install 392s. What are they? 6.4s, Demons,
Yeah.
Hellcat.
I kept saying like, "Hey, I know what we got to do. We got to get that 870 horsepower Demon."
No, I have a new plan. My plan and my goal is to get the same amount of horsepower out of a 3.6 Pentastar as you
As
can out of a
3
6.4 liter.
Yeah,
All
there you
right,
go.
so
There you
that's what Don's doing. But if you're looking to go the
it's a
V8
Formula One
wise
3.6.
and keep it all Mopar, they are certified shop to do all that kind of stuff.
They're also an authorized Oracle dealer and
Yes.
installer.
Yep.
They're good people.
Who?
Ricky is a
Yeah.
good people's.
Oh,
Yes.
Off-Road Elements?
Yes, they are.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, no, super awesome. They were close to us, and we just heard their Jeep start up all the time, and every time I got like a half chub, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go break shit in it.
That's the theme right there.
Yeah.
Let's go break some stuff.
Let's go break shit.
Um,
No, it was cool. We did have a couple listeners come up to the booth.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like,
oh yeah,
it was-
Dave
it was-
Destin came
Dave
up.
Destin,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
always
Yeah.
like that. I like
It was
people.
cool.
It's fun.
So it was good to talk to Dave Destin, put a face to the name.
Yep.
Yep.
At first, I listened and I heard the voice and I was like, why does that voice sound familiar? And then like put it all together. So that was
Yeah.
cool. And a couple other people stopped by at the booth. So like if you're listening and you see us out, and if I know you don't necessarily maybe know my face, but if you know my voice,
Yep.
like
Just look for the guy everybody like
Or you
flocks
see-
around and loves.
or you see somebody replacing a U-joint on a trail.
Yeah, replacing a U-joint,
probably
fixing a
Bill.
Jeep.
Yeah.
It's probably me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I saw quite a few people. I actually gave Dave a Break It Billy sticker.
Oh, I gave him one too.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
He's like,
cool.
I already got one of these. Yeah.
That guy.
It took me a while to get rid of this one.
And what about you, Jason? You see anything fun? That you,
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that caught my eye, just because it's something I've been considering, is it's an Aries product, and they had fenders with inner fenders that came as a kit. And
Oh,
then,
okay.
and I meant to ask you because I don't know if Oracle has a competing product, but it was a form fit little band of LEDs that screwed to the inside. It was built for the radius of these fenders.
oh, nice.
And when you wire them in, they have like when you do the turn signal, it has like the progressive
Yeah, it
amber
has a
turn.
chase, a dynamic. Yeah.
So, I was kind of looking at that because I was like, I like it subtle. And
Yep.
the big thing I was talking to Don about is like, I keep having a hard time making tweaks because I really am very big on preserving the look
Yeah.
Yeah,
of
keep it
my
at cheap.
Chief.
Yes, I agree.
So the one perk that was on the upside was that they sell them in raw.
So you could have it
So
painted.
you can paint them as you wish. You
Yeah.
don't have to undo the powder
Right.
coating or anything. So
They
you
were
can-
partnered with the fenders, which is something.
and
very
that was
specific.
key, including the inner. So it
Yeah.
came as a full kit.
Nice.
So that was just because it was something I had been thinking about. That's kind of the thing that caught my eye.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm living vicariously through you guys because I didn't get to roam around and,
Yeah.
and see the show. So I honestly didn't even get to go over to the
We really
Alpine
didn't move
guys.
around a whole lot either. Like I
No.
went over
There was
and
a couple
saw.
specific.
I wanted to
pokes
go over and hang
meets.
out with Roy and Colin a little bit, and,
Yeah.
and of course, Eric's Jeep was over there, so I had to pick it up at the end of the day. And
Right.
but yeah, I think that's really it. I mean, I
Oh,
saw
I-
Scott
we-
and
we-
Heather
we-
talk to them for a little bit, and
Right.
I saw something cool at Reaper Off Road, which is a drop-in tailgate
Oh yeah, for the
for the
GT.
Gladiators. It's a drop-in
Oh.
tailgate
Oh
storage
yeah,
box.
Yeah,
you
you were all
you were
about that
talking
thing.
about
Yeah,
that. That
and it
was
gives you some
cool.
extra space in the tailgate. You can throw recovery gear and stuff in
Oh,
there. And
okay,
open
cool,
It up, or
yeah,
small
yeah,
toolboxes.
yeah.
It was just something cool that I saw. It's only for Gladiator people, so screw you guys.
Yeah,
because
no,
I
right.
thought it was cool.
Whatever, you would just chop the back of your tailgate. And
I
make it
would
work.
chop my
You just
tailgate.
welded
I-
a tack, some
yeah,
tack
I
welds.
put in
there.
a toolbox into the back of my Jeep if I could.
I think the other thing that we were up to is we were sort of delivering some of our compatriots over to Alpine that were
Yes.
interested in.
Yes, we did.
We have
deliver
I think
some-
we have a strong word of mouth in the
yes,
club.
we do.
So some
People
that
trust our opinions for some odd reason. I don't know why.
people that put systems in last year,
Yep.
that word of mouth travels in our circle.
And they put those
And
people
then-
put the systems in because of what we said.
Yes.
Correct.
Right.
Either
100%.
they did the whole thing,
Yep.
the head or
Yep.
the system. They did some
Oh, yeah.
improvement,
Yep.
and they were all happy. I talked to every one of the folks I knew did something,
Yep.
and everybody was
Oh
thrilled.
yeah, the president of our club got the speaker upgrade for his
Oh,
Jeep,
yeah.
and
He kept the
was
head unit,
all about it.
But he was like,
He's
goes,
like
even
night
my
and
wife
day."
noticed.
Yep.
Oh
Night
yeah,
and
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Yep.
Billy, you took like a bunch of people down there.
Yeah,
and
I was
sold
like,
them.
let's go.
Yeah.
We rounded
We're
them.
going
we
to
rounded
Alpine.
Them
I
up.
need to
we rounded them
sell
up and
Alpine
herded
stuff.
them in.
He's like old school when Frank the Tank goes and
Yeah.
streaks the quad.
Yeah.
Billy's just
Come
shedding
on,
clothes,
everybody.
shedding
on.
clothes as he's going. Come on, everybody, we're streaking Alpine.
Roy's like, what is this guy doing?
And he just drops
Why
them
is
off.
Billy
and
out
makes
back
another lap.
installing stereos?
Take the
Billy-
zip saw out of that kid's hand.
Billy, put the sawzall down.
Oh, but it was a good time, and I love that we go and do these events, and I can't wait. I know we say it a lot, but it's such a cool thing to have an event on the beach.
Yeah.
I'm at Jeep Beach, and we're in the raceway, which is cool,
Yeah.
but it's not the beach.
It's near the beach.
It's near the beach, but it's not the beach. And I think they've done it in the past, but now it's at the Speedway, which is cool, but it's not on the beach. And I think being on the beach has something special.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get too rowdy, like some of the other events like down
No,
in Galveston or something
yeah.
like that. So
My 'cause I'm cut you off. Go ahead.
No,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
My favorite part is like, all these years we've been doing this, we've made so many great friends. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And it's cool. It's just a place where everybody is, and we get to see everybody. And
Yep.
It's a circle.
Yep.
There's a circle.
Yep. And the it was the clubs down there. Unfortunately, we didn't get to spend much time with them. But
And even that's grown.
Yeah.
Just speaking about our
Yes.
club, I know
Yep.
another, another club. They couldn't get kind of their whole crew together.
Yeah.
But even there, you see folks coming together. I'm on their page. Hey, I'm down here. Where can we meet up? And
Yeah.
we've done that sometimes in the
Yeah.
earlier
Yep.
days when it
Yep.
was only a handful of us
Yep.
down.
Yep.
And now, really, it's a fairly organized.
It's,
you
the,
guys-
it's
you
the most
guys-
organized
We've
event
also
that we
we've,
do.
We've
Yes.
also
as a club.
We've
Yes.
also basically overtaken the hotel that we stay
Yeah, I was
at.
gonna say, like, the whole patio that you guys were on Saturday night was like
It was all of
Jeep-
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said to the woman when I was checking in, because Billy was with me, and I go, I think it's at what point do we just get like a block of rooms like it's a crazy wedding?
Yeah,
It's
right,
like,
right.
Or when
you
do
guys
we-
are Jeep enthusiasts, right? And I go, yeah. She's like, well, all you guys are here, and I'm like, well, not all of us, but we aim for that. So,
Right, right.
It's like,
Until we-
when can we just rent the entire? When does it go to?
Can we
to
shut the hotel
rate?
Right.
Yeah,
Can we,
right.
Can
Just-
we shut the hotel
Just
down?
one flat rate for the
Yeah.
entire place for the week.
I love it. So we look forward to next year. I'm going to be on the same location this coming weekend with the Bronco. So I'm
Yeah.
Bronkin Terry for
You're Bronkin Terry.
back to Bronkin.
Enjoy.
Yeah. But you see our calendar of events or wherever we are, like Don said, make sure to come up and say hey to us, get a selfie. We actually enjoy that. We were giving out stickers. So
And if I'm on the back ranting and raving and yelling and screaming, give me 30 seconds. I'll calm back down.
He calms down quickly.
his
Just
blood
let him
pressure
vent.
come down and
Yep.
Let him breathe.
Yep. Yeah.
Give him a water or a beer.
Yeah.
Right. But we love to see you. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us. Our
It was a
thanks
great
to
show.
Blinkler Food Productions for always doing great
Yes.
work
Yep,
and,
yep.
and allowing us to come back
Yeah.
year after year.
Well,
mean-
there's a valid point.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for letting us back.
And the Wildwood PD.
Yes,
ha-
right.
They don't
well, that
ha-
was when I walked upstairs. Like we walk up from being at the Oracle Light Party, and everybody's like, "Wow, party's gonna start," and somebody else is like, "Or we're all getting arrested."
It's like, up, Don's here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a really good time, or we're all gonna get arrested, or both.
both, yeah, I mean, both can be true at the same
Both
time.
will be true.
yes.
But thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Where
Yes.
can people find us?
Well, we always have more content on our Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, follow, all the above. Also, if you'd like to support the podcast to help us get to these events,
Yeah.
you can head over to our Patreon page, search Jeep Life Podcast, where you can make a monthly donation to the podcast, and it's very helpful. So just leave us a comment. You can send us a voicemail, 484-268-2569. Once again, 484-268-2569. Give us a call. You might end up on the podcast.
I dare you to
Please,
call,
give us
to
a
make
call.
a voicemail. Yeah, do
Yeah.
it. All right, everybody. See you next year, and hopefully in the coming weeks we'll get another episode out. Until
Yeah, we'll
then,
see.
for Dr. Don, Breaky Billy, Jetty Jason, and I'm Jeep and Terry. Here's a big Jeep wave to you, everybody.
See you guys all in October.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight live and all the great comments. I think Joe had a live one that I copied down, and I'll put that out. Maybe we'll do that in an upcoming episode. All right, cool, everybody. Have a good night.
There's sand in my shit.